Hi, hello, Sharadil from Gateway School. This video is for class ninth, chapter 2, the book Beehive. The sound of music. This is a lengthy chapter. There are two parts in this chapter. Part 1 is about Evelyn. Evelyn is a lady, and the part 2 is about Bismillah Khan, which we will see in the next video. In this video, it is about Evelyn. By the way, both stories are connected because both of them have one idea, which is music. Right? Evelyn is a very unique case. When she was 8 years old, her mother noticed that Evelyn could not hear, and her loss of hear was gradual. 11 साल की उम्र में she was completely deaf, kind of. It was extremely deteriorated, and teachers suggested her mother that please admit her in a special school. Special in the sense that schools for physically challenged children. Evelyn was a music lover because when at the age when she was learning piano, that time the story happened that her mother asked her to do something, but she could not reply because she did not hear. So love for music was there. One day she saw another girl playing xylophone. She also wanted to play xylophone. But since she was deaf, and you know that listening is first step for producing music. So she wanted to play xylophone. Other people around her did not encourage her. They said, how can you play xylophone? You are deaf. Nobody encouraged her, but she was determined. One person, Ron Forbes, he was he was an instrument player in an orchestra. He encouraged her. He said, no, you can do it. One day, once he said that, Evelyn, do not try to hear from your ear. Try to sense the sound from some other way. Right? So gradually he encouraged her. In fact, he did one activity with Evelyn. What he would do, he would play drum. Ron Forbes, he would play drum with slightly louder beat and ask her to sense it above waist, and then he would play drum slowly and he would ask Evelyn to sense the drum's voice down the waist. So what does it mean? It means that when he would play drum on high pitch, she would notice the wave, the sound, the voice above the waist, and when the drum would be played at low pitch, she would sense it below the waist. Now this is magical, this is miracle, right? For people like us, this is a miracle. But whenever anybody would say, Evelyn, that you are a special girl, you have a magical capacity of sensing the sound, she would say, no, I am not a special, I am workaholic, meaning I work a lot, I am determined, I never give up, things like that. Now Evelyn's stories continued. She became popular at very early stage. At the age of 17, she was invited to the Royal Academy, England, and then after she won so many awards, countless awards, and she could speak multiple languages. When a journalist asked her that how can you speak so flawlessly, she said, because I could hear when I was 11, at least till that age I could hear, that's why I could speak. But no, that is not true. Why? Because she can speak Japanese also, she can speak French, and all those languages she got exposure to after this age. So what do I mean to say that she had some extraordinary qualities, but she always gave credit to her hard work, determination, commitment. Now moving on, she started two things simultaneously. She was a professional, xylophone player, and she played with so many other instruments, by the way. Yes, she brought a percussionist at the front stage of orchestra. She also played drum and so many other instruments. Then she also started doing some welfare, like she started, donating money for physically challenged girls, like all deaf girls. She started donating something. She also started playing music for prisoners, जो जेल में कैदी है उसके लिए ये म्यूजिक बजाने लगी for free, not getting any money for all these things. So she became philanthropist, right? So the story of Evelyn is very inspiring, right? One day, one person says that because God has taken ear from her, God has given her extraordinary qualities. So this is the story of Evelyn. Very touchy story, very motivational. This is it. Evelyn, the story of a deaf girl who becomes extremely popular musician. She is deaf, and at a very young age she has left behind so many senior musicians, and all those musicians have hearing capacity. So she is such a remarkable girl. Okay, this is the end of the video. Bye bye.